Do you want one of the fastest accelerating vehicles you can drive on public roads? What about your own personal chauffeur? Well, with this 2021 Model S Plaid, you kind of get both. Hi, my name's Joe from Scarff Ford, and let's dive in talking about this 2021 Model S Plaid. So for the 2021 model year, we saw a pretty big refresh in the Model S, a completely revised interior, a pretty substantial revision in the exterior. The Model S was always a beautiful vehicle. We first saw introduced to the market in 2012 was the first ground-up vehicle produced by Tesla. The Model S's evolution has been kind of evolutionary, not revolutionary. But we don't need to fix what's not broken. The Model S has always been a beautiful design ever since it came out. One of the lowest drag coefficients on the road for such a beautiful vehicle, even lower than the Prius and the original Nissan Leaf. We can all say the Model S looks a lot better. But one of the biggest things for 2021 model year was the addition of the Plaid. Before we had the Model S Performance, which made about like 800 horsepower in its final stage. But with the Model S Plaid, we got these carbon sleeved rotors. We have tri-motors, so there's two motors in the back, one in the front, making over 1,000 horsepower, 0 to 60 under 2 seconds, quarter mile right around 10 seconds. Absolutely amazing. This is the fastest accelerating vehicle, 0 to 60, pretty much you can buy without spending millions of dollars. And you have the ownership costs of a Toyota. You know, think about the ownership costs of a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or some of these highly exotic vehicles. Well, this makes 1,000 horsepower, and it needs very little maintenance. You know, a battery and electric motor is pretty simple. And on top of that, it has a balance of 150,000 mile warranty. What 1,000 horsepower gas-powered supercar is gonna have a 150,000 mile warranty? It's pretty amazing. And the Teslas, they're lasting a long time. There's a lot of examples of Model S's. Since the Model S is one of the first Teslas, we're starting to see examples of 400,000 miles still on the original battery. There's one Tesla actually with over 1 million miles. This went through several sets of batteries and motors, but it's pretty amazing, still rolling around with 1 million miles. So EVs are actually proving to be lasting longer than gas cars. Beautiful design. We have a refreshed interior for 2021. They have these nice perforated vegan leather seats, no real leather. It's synthetic leather, heated and ventilated. They also introduced a yoke, which was a bit controversial. I have an easy time of it, no big deal for me, but some people don't like it. Well, Tesla can actually retrofit a regular steering wheel if you don't like the yoke. I think it's like $800 or $900. They save the airbag portion, which cuts down on it. They just replaced the wheel portion. So it's about like $800, $900. So if you're looking at a Model S or a Model X and you don't like the yoke, you can have Tesla switch them out. We have this huge screen, amazing. This thing's absolutely gigantic. The majority of the functionality is in this screen, and it's by design because when you have hard buttons and knobs, they're there forever. The screen's infinitely reconfigurable. Tesla's constantly pushing out over-the-air updates. There's actually one right now that needs to get downloaded. So constantly adding over-the-air updates. You can play video games on the screen. This one does require a controller, so you can get like a Bluetooth controller. Sometimes you can even actually get like a regular keyboard and mouse to play some of these games. Like the driving game, you can actually use the vehicle's steering wheel and brake and accelerator to drive the vehicle in the game. And this is a pretty advanced processor. This is kind of almost like the speed of like a gaming console at home or like a PC. What you wouldn't expect for a car. What other car has this? This is amazing. They have theater mode. You have to have premium connectivity. Not a bad deal, $10 a month. You can stream LTE cell data right to the vehicle, stream music, listen to music, stream video, listen to music, all that cool stuff. You have the toy box where you have the silly things like the whoopee cushion, colorizer. You can change your vehicle's avatar on the screen to match like a wrap. You have the boom box. You can change the sound of the horn. You can make it sound like a goat, a fart, do the la cucaracha, multi-track recorder. Not bad. Some of the stuff is kind of like a parlor trick, and some of the stuff is actually really helpful, but all in good fun. Your kids can definitely have, kids absolutely love these Teslas. I have 2 kids, and you know, I'm in the car business. I've been in the car business, you know, 30 years. All my kids, my kids are 7 and 5, so they've always been around car dealerships and cars. And I've worked at some nice luxury stores. I've worked at, you know, they've been around a lot of cool cars, you know, but the cars that make them the most exciting are Teslas, especially Cybertrucks. They absolutely go crazy over Cybertrucks. And then remember, I talked about this car also being your own personal chauffeur, and I was not exaggerating. This one has the full self-driving capability. So full self-driving is available to subscribe to for 99 bucks a month, or right now it's $8,000. That obviously could change in the future. This one actually comes with the software, so the original owner who bought this one paid, it was actually more expensive when he bought it, $12,000. He paid $160,000 for this car when he bought it brand new. The prices of Teslas have come down since 2021 when we kind of saw an EV bubble. Demand was really high. So, the Model S's have gotten a lot less expensive. Now you can find pre-owned Plaids on the used market for like $50,000, $60,000 for a 21 model year, maybe even cheaper with higher miles. That's amazing. I mean, 1,000 horsepower car in that price range is absolutely amazing. I mean, I think this is one of the best performance bargains on the used market. But going back to the full self-driving, yeah, we have full self-driving, supervised. So it's full self-driving. It does require you to keep your eye on the road. There's a camera right here monitoring you. So if you start spacing out, looking at the scenery that way, you start staring at the screen too long, it will warn you and it will shut the system off. So, but just as long as you look out the window, you don't need to have your hands on the wheel. You can keep your hands in your lap, on the armrests. I've been using full self-driving for about 3 years. It's come a long way. It's progressed so much in the last 3 years since I've used it. When I first started using it, it was still kind of in its infancy. It needed a lot of supervision. I was constantly overriding it because I was doing kind of wacky stuff. It worked good for the most part. It was still, don't get me wrong, for what it was doing back then, it was still amazing. There's no other vehicle that could do it, but now it's to a different level. And this does have the older hardware. It has hardware 3. It doesn't have the latest and greatest hardware 4, which is a faster computer, better exterior cameras that the full self-driving works off of. But the full self-driving 3 is still really good. That's what I have in my car. I have a 12-mile commute each way, and most of the commute is hands-free. I have my hands on my lap. The car's changing lanes. It's going on the highway, getting off the highway, passing people that are going too slow. It's absolutely amazing, very intuitive. It does really well even in road construction where they have people holding signs or cones or traffic revisions. It's remarkable how well it works. Hopefully Tesla will have an upgrade of some sort for hardware 3 cars. It's not guaranteed, but we'll see what they do. But even with hardware 3, it still works fantastic. And sometimes Tesla has promotions where if you have a Tesla, you currently own a Tesla full self-driving, if you buy a new Tesla, sometimes they let you transfer that full self-driving to the new Tesla. It's not guaranteed that that will happen in the future, but it's happened several times in the past. So if Tesla is looking to move excess inventory, I wouldn't be surprised that they offer something like that. So if you buy this Model S Plaid with a hardware 3 or some similar Tesla as a full self-driving, it is quite possible in the future that if you decide to buy a newer Tesla somewhere down the road with more advanced, hardware and stuff like that, there's a good possibility that Tesla will have a promotion where they will let you transfer it to that new Tesla. Not guaranteed, but if they've done it before, and if they've done it before, there's always a chance that they'll do it again. I just have a tendency to ramble on about these Teslas. So you have an amazing advanced suspension. I mean, look at all this suspension data. And you can tailor this vehicle how you want to drive. You can put it in chill mode and it's not going to feel like a 1,000 horsepower car. It'll just be like a nice luxury sedan. Or you could put it in drag strip mode where it has acceleration to the point of of it being uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable. I've driven many of these Teslas, ridden in many of these Teslas in launch mode, and I've been around the car dealership for like 35 years. My dad was in the car business, even longer. So I've got to ride and enjoyed driving in fast cars, riding in fast cars. But for the first time, this is an actual car where, especially when you're the passenger, when you do full acceleration, it is uncomfortable. You know that feeling in your stomach you get when you're dropping down that first drop of a big roller coaster? That's what you get in this car. They were actually thinking about making a Plaid Plus originally when they came out with the original Plaid, but they said this is just fast enough. The Plaid Plus is just too much. I mean, it's gonna get to the point where you can only have cars accelerate so fast, or you're gonna have people kind of just puking all over the place. There are some people who are actually getting motion sick in some of these cars just because they're so fast. No engine here. We have a frunk, more cargo space, also a safety feature. You have all this space to absorb crash energy without an engine there, so you have a crumple zone that's 60% larger. The Model S, in fact, is one of the safest vehicles on the road. It has amazing crash test scores in the US, and with Europe crash testing, which is even more stringent than US crash testing, it passed with flying colors. One of the safest vehicles, one of the fastest, and one of the most technologically advanced on the road. Nice, comfortable accommodations in the back. I love these all-season mats. The Model S is a big, comfortable sedan. I'm 6'2". I have that front seat just for my height. Got plenty of space back here. Then for 21, they added a rear screen, which is nice. You can adjust the climate control. You can have rear heated seats. You can listen to your own media, get some wireless headphones, watch movies, play video games. Love this suede cloth headliner. And even though the Model S has a sedan profile, when we go to open the trunk, we find that it's not a trunk, it's a liftback, which is actually a lot more practical because the trunk opening is a lot smaller. So you have a lot of cargo space back here. You can fold down the seats for even more cargo space. You have a cargo pocket on that side. You have a little storage area on that side, a little storage shelf. And then if we open this, we have even more storage. Since there's no gas tank or exhaust system, we have this sub trunk. So yeah, you have storage galore. You have more space than a comparable midsize sedan with a Model S because you're not pigeonholed by what you have with a gas car. No gas tanks, no exhaust systems, no drive shafts, no engines, no transmissions. So having all that space freed up with an EV allows for more interior space, and it cuts down on complexity. We have dozens of moving parts instead of thousands of moving parts. That's why the ownership is so low on these vehicles. Don't take my word for it. Go to Tesla's website. Yeah, no maintenance, hardly any maintenance. Yeah, tires, wiper blades, cabin filter. I mean, that's pretty much it for maintenance. If you have a BMW M5 and you take it to the BMW dealership with 60, 90,000 miles on it, you're gonna look at a big service there. Brakes with regenerative braking, these brakes last sometimes the life of the vehicle. I have bought and sold hundreds of Teslas, and we have never had to put a set of brakes on a Tesla. Never. Because they're regenerative braking, it uses the electric motors to slow down the vehicle, recapturing energy, putting it back in the battery, making it more. The dividend of using the electric motors to slow the vehicle down means that you're using the actual brakes a lot less. So you can get a lot of miles out of these brakes. You know, it's not uncommon for Tesla brakes to last 150, 200,000 miles or forever for the life of the vehicle. Depending on, you know, the type of regen. Obviously, if you take this thing on track days and stuff like that, you can probably go through brakes a lot faster, but other than that, you're gonna get a lot of life out of your brakes. Have you ever done brakes in a BMW or Mercedes, like a AMG Mercedes, or a 5 Series, or like even a Charger Hellcat that has Brembo brakes, like a wide body? One time I bought one for a dealership I worked at. The front brakes were like $6,000. Just for the parts, it was like $3,000. It's crazy. You know, high performance gas cars are awesome. They sound awesome, but you know, it's not awesome when you have to open up your wallet and pay a lot of money to, you know, to do some service, fix brakes and things like that. You know, you have stressed high performance engines that are going to have more incidents of, you know, braking and failure. Electric motors are very simple. The failure rate's a lot less. There's a lot less to go wrong with an EV. And if it does, I mean, you know, obviously the people worry about the batteries. Yeah, the batteries can be expensive, but it has a 150,000 mile warranty in the batteries. You might not even own this anymore if the batteries go bad. And the failure rate on batteries on Tesla is like less than 1%. Very rare. Well, thanks for joining me on this walk-around video of this Tesla Model S Plaid. Man, I can't seem to stop talking about these things, but there's so much to talk about. But like I said, this is quite an amazing example. 1,000 horsepower, rocket ship, fun to drive, and you have the amazing full self-driving. Like I said, it's almost like having your own personal chauffeur. Thanks for watching. We sell new Fords, new Isuzus, and a very wide variety of premium vehicles, including lots of Teslas. We do really well with Teslas here, pre-owned Teslas. So we always have a great selection. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check our current Tesla inventory. We always have about 8 to 10 in stock, all different types, and we have a lot of EVs as well besides Teslas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.